Nowadays, some people use a UV filter as a protection measure on their lenses. Some others claim that it will reduce the optical performance of the said lens. Is there any truth to that, or is it just a scare tactic? Let's find out. So here's the procedure. I'm going to use this 50mm from Canon, the old model, which is known to be a good performer, combined with the Canon EOS 6D, which is a full-frame DSLR. And we're going to do a comparison between two filters. One that is, well, slightly expensive, this is the Sigma, and the other one, which is a Praktica, a cheaper filter. Well, I can see some differences from the get-go. Just look at that. The Sigma seems to have way less reflection than the Praktica. But that doesn't mean anything. Or maybe. Let's give this a try. I'm going to take a picture of these documents with fine drawings to see the details. And we're going to do it 3 times. One that is going to be our control without a filter, one with the Sigma expensive filter, and the other one with the cheapest Praktica filter. And we'll compare them. And if we look at these images, well, they basically look the same, but the devil's in the details. So this is the 100% crop with no filter, and we can see that the Nifty 50 is indeed an excellent performer. This one with the Sigma more expensive filter, and the last one with the Praktica filter. Well, there seems to be a loss in quality. I think there might be some truth to that myth. And if we look at the corners of the images, well, this is the no filter one, this is the Sigma, and this is the Praktica. Same story. The Praktica filter seems to lower the quality significantly. Honestly, this was to be expected. Science says this. Okay, so now let's imagine that this is the glass around filter, magnified of course. If we take a light ray that is perfectly perpendicular to this filter, to this parallel pane of glass, it will pass through with ease, no problem whatsoever. What happens if one of the light rays is not, let's say, perpendicular, but at an angle, like that? There is something called refraction, and what happens is you basically have to draw a perpendicular line, and you know that the light ray is gonna be at a narrower angle from the point of entry. And when it exits this parallel pane of glass, it's gonna do exactly the same. Once again, perpendicular, but now it goes on like that. You see, this is a phenomenon called refraction. That's physics. Science never lies. My conclusion on this is pretty easy. It comes from wisdom. After all, if something is cheaper, there's usually a good reason. The Praktica filter damages the optical quality of your lens, and the more expensive Sigma, well, not so much. There is a loss in optical quality whether you use a filter or not, but if you are working in a dusty and grimy environment, I shall recommend you to get a filter. It's gonna protect your lens after all, and just in case you would need some very detailed images in studio, well, just unscrew the filter and that will be it. The conclusion on that? Yes, filters do lower the optical quality of your lens, but I'll keep using them anyways. It's a measure of protection. And that's all I've got for you today. Like, share, and subscribe, just as usual, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.